This penguin is about to make a big mistake. He's going to get his wings slapped. But first, a little backstory. This male penguin was out on a date with his female penguin, but he couldn't help but notice another penguin staring at his mate, and that's when it happened. She kissed another penguin. This guy had no idea this was going on right under his nose the whole time. But you can tell by his reaction that he is absolutely disgusted. And just as the other guy leans in for another kiss, our angry penguin steps in and slaps him right across the beak. But the other guy doesn't seem to care and just walks away. Maybe he's just a wingman trying to help his buddy get some action. But this penguin is furious and will not back down. So he does something even more shocking. He takes his anger out on the female penguin and slaps her across the face. It's hard to believe that a penguin could be so strong, but he really lets her have it, and she deserved it. Who would do such a thing? Cheating is no joke, people. Don't let this penguin's actions define your relationship. Communicate openly and honestly with your partner. If there are issues in your relationship, work on them together as a team. Don't let your problems become physical. Remember, communication is key. So what should we talk about next? Please let us know in the comments below. Also, please like and share this video with your friends. They'll love it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you don't, you'll be slapped by a penguin in your next relationship. That's all we got. See ya. This monkey stole a tourist's camera and then snapped a perfect selfie. The actual audacity of this monkey is beyond comprehension. Like, how do you even get up there? Is he using the camera to take a picture of himself so he can put it on his Instagram to flex on all his monkey friends? Was he trying to take a picture of himself so he could send it to his girlfriend? What was going through this monkey's mind? A tourist in Thailand was just trying to take a picture of the very long tail of this monkey, when all of a sudden the monkey snatches her camera and runs off. She's like, "Hey, that's mine." And then the monkey proceeds to take the best selfie of his life with the camera. I mean, look at him. Look at that little hand. And he's like, "Okay, now smile." And the monkey's like, "I'm smiling." The audacity. The worst part about this story is that the tourist actually ended up getting arrested because she broke the law. You see, in Thailand, stealing someone's belongings is a crime. And even though it was a monkey who stole the camera, she was still the one who took the picture. So she got arrested for the crime of taking a photograph with stolen property. This whole situation could have been avoided if she had just taken a picture of the monkey doing the long tail thing and then sent it to some stock photo website or something, because that would have made them money. But instead, they decided to fight. The monkey and the woman both got their 15 minutes of fame from this story going viral. The monkey is now known as the selfie monkey, and the woman is known as the monkey lady. This is the first time in history that a monkey has gotten more Instagram followers than a human. The monkey has 326,000 followers, and the woman has 287,000 followers. Just glad that this story has a happy ending, you know, where both the monkey and the woman got exactly what they deserved. The monkey got his camera, and the woman got her 15 minutes of fame. And I got a great video to make fun of the woman for being so stupid. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, or else this monkey is going to come after you. And by the way, the reason why the monkey is coming after you is because you haven't subscribed yet, so please do that. Also, follow our new page for exclusive content. Thank you. See you later. These animal facts are so wild, you'll think we're pulling your leg. But trust us, they're 100% legit. From multi-brained cephalopods to immortal sea creatures, nature's got some seriously mind-blowing tricks up its sleeve. Get ready to have your mind blown by these unbelievable animal truths. First up, let's talk about octopuses. These incredible creatures aren't just masters of disguise. They're also packing some serious brain power. Believe it or not, octopuses have not one, not two, but 9 brains. And if that wasn't enough, they've also got 3 hearts. Talk about overachievers, right? Now here's a fact that'll make you go, "What the poop?" Wombats, those adorable marsupials from down under, have a unique claim to fame. Their poop is cube-shaped. Yep, you read that right. These little guys are out here dropping geometric masterpieces like it's no big deal. Nature's own Minecraft, anyone? Speaking of surprises, did you know that some shrimp pack a punch that's literally as fast as a bullet? The mantis shrimp can strike with the same velocity as a gunshot from a .22 caliber rifle. So next time you're at the beach, maybe think twice before messing with these tiny boxers of the sea. Here's one that'll light up your day. Platypuses glow under black light. As if these egg-laying, duck-billed mammals weren't weird enough already. Scientists discovered that their fur fluoresces with a bluish-green tint, when exposed to UV light. Party animals, indeed. Ready for a breath of fresh air? Well, some turtles prefer to take theirs through a different route, their butts. Certain species of aquatic turtles can absorb oxygen through their cloacas, allowing them to stay underwater for extended periods. Talk about thinking outside the box. Now prepare yourself for a tale of poultry perseverance. In 1945, a chicken named Mike survived for 18 months after having his head chopped off. Thanks to a small bit of brainstem left intact, Mike continued to live, becoming a touring sensation. Who needs a head when you've got determination, right? If you thought that was cool, wait till you hear about the frog that can literally freeze solid and hop back to life. Some species of frogs produce a natural antifreeze that allows them to survive being frozen during winter. Talk about the ultimate chill. Ever wondered if animals have accents? Well, goats sure do. Research has shown that goats from different regions develop distinct accents in their bleats. So next time you hear a goat, try to guess where it's from. Parrots aren't just great at mimicking, they're also loving parents who name their babies. That's right, parrot parents give their chicks unique call signs, kind of like how we name our kids. Polly, want a name tag? Last but definitely not least, let's talk about the jellyfish that laughs in the face of death. The immortal jellyfish can revert to its juvenile stage after reaching maturity, essentially hitting the reset button on its life cycle. It's the Benjamin Button of the sea world. From cube-shaped poop to glow-in-the-dark mammals, these animal facts prove that truth really is stranger than fiction. Nature's got some seriously wild tricks up its sleeve, and we're here for it. So next time someone tells you a crazy animal fact, don't be too quick to dismiss it. Chances are, it might just be true. After all, in the animal kingdom, the unbelievable is often just another day in the life. If you loved these mind-blowing animal facts, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment with your favorite fact, and hit subscribe for more incredible nature nuggets. Trust us, you won't want to miss what we've got coming up next. Nature's always got more surprises in store, and we're here to uncover them all. This animal can regrow its own brain, and that's just the beginning. These 10 animal powers sound totally fake, but they're 100% real. First up, we've got the sea slug with a superpower straight out of a movie. This little guy can literally regrow its entire head and brain if chopped off. Talk about a fresh start. Would you still go to school if you had to regrow your brain each semester? If these blew your mind, wait till you see what's in part 3. Smash that subscribe button and comment your favorite weird superpower. Next, meet the immortal jellyfish. The Torotopsis jellyfish beats death like a video game respawn. It can revert its cells to an earlier stage, basically never dying unless something eats it. Imagine being able to hit the reset button on your whole life. Now, let's dive into the underwater world of the mantis shrimp, the superhero of the sea. With 16 color receptors, these creatures have X-ray vision that puts Superman to shame. They can even see polarized light. Let's talk about seeing the world in a whole new way. If these blew your mind, wait till you see what's in part 3. Smash that subscribe button and comment your favorite weird superpower. Moving on to the Malaysian ant, the ultimate team player. This tiny warrior takes ride or die to a whole new level by literally exploding itself to defend the colony. Love your colony that much? Now that's what I call a bang-up job. Slithering in at number 5, we've got the paradise tree snake. Imagine snakes, ... but now they can fly. These serpents glide between trees by flattening their bodies like wings. Who needs planes when you've got flying snakes? Nature's very own zombie apocalypse comes in the form of a fungal parasite. This mind-controlling fungus infects ants, making them climb to their doom before sprouting from their heads. Looks like nature made The Last of Us before Netflix did. If these blew your mind, wait till you see what's in part 3. Smash that subscribe button and comment your favorite weird superpower. Ever wonder what it'd be like to never need a bathroom break? Meet the Japanese black bear, the champion of holding it in. During hibernation, their digestive system shuts down completely. It's 5 months of not pooping. Respect. Next up is the axolotl, nature's real-life Wolverine. This salamander can regrow limbs, its spine, and even parts of its heart. Let's talk about bouncing back from a rough day. The mimic octopus is the master of disguise in the animal kingdom. This 8-armed impersonator can imitate sea snakes, lionfish, and flatfish to scare off predators. This animal does impressions better than most actors. Someone get this octopus an Oscar? Last but not least, we've got the wood frog, nature's very own cryogenics expert. This amphibian stops its heart and brain in winter, only to thaw out and hop back to life in spring. Disney's Elsa has nothing on this frog when it comes to freezing. These 10 bizarre animal powers sound fake, but they're 100% real. From brain regrowing sea slugs to zombie ant fungus, nature is the real science fiction. Which fact shocked you the most? Subscribe for more mind-blowing animal facts every week. And don't forget to comment below with your favorite animal superpower. Until next time, keep exploring the wild and wonderful world of animal abilities. You're about to witness one of the most heart-wrenching sights in the animal kingdom. Elephant funerals. Part 2. This isn't just instinct. It's a deeply emotional ritual. Subscribe if you believe animals experience grief like we do. Elephants are known for their intelligence, but their capacity for mourning is truly extraordinary. When an elephant dies, the herd doesn't simply move on. They don't just leave. They stay for hours, sometimes even days. The elephants use branches and leaves to cover the body, a gesture that feels almost like laying flowers at a grave. They pause, gathering around their fallen companion in a display of reverence that's hard to distinguish from human behavior. Watch as they gently touch the bones of their deceased, using their trunks like we use our hands to caress and explore. It's a tactile connection to the memory of their lost friend. These are acts of love and loss. Elephants are endangered, their habitats shrinking due to human encroachment. As we destroy their homes, we're not just wiping out a species, we're erasing cultures. It's complex social structures. Their capacity for mourning reminds us of our shared vulnerability and the universal experience of loss, and emotional lives that we're only beginning to comprehend. How can we continue to treat these magnificent creatures as mere resources when they display such complex emotions? During these moments of grief, the entire group becomes still, creating an atmosphere of solemnity that's palpable even to human observers. Look into their eyes and consider the depth of feeling behind them. Let their rituals of grief remind us of our own humanity and the responsibility we have to protect and preserve these incredible animals. It challenges us to be more compassionate, not just to elephants, but to all animals that share our planet. Together, we can change how the world views and treats elephants, and perhaps, in doing so, we'll discover new depths of empathy within ourselves. These are not just animals acting on instinct. These are beings capable of love, memory, and mourning. When a beloved matriarch passed away, her herd stood vigil throughout the entire night, a silent tribute to their leader. They reveal a depth of feeling in the animal kingdom that challenges our assumptions about consciousness and grief. Mothers have been observed staying with their calf's body for days, refusing to leave, even as nature takes its course. This isn't random behavior, it's mourning. Real, raw, and unforgettable. One heartbreaking account tells of a mother elephant who walked in circles for days after her baby died, unable to leave the site of her loss. As the herd says their final goodbyes, the similarities to human funeral practices become even more apparent. What's even more remarkable is that some elephants return to the site year after year as if visiting a memorial. In these moments, they're not just animals. They're family, bound by love and loss. The depth of elephant grief is evident in true stories that have been documented by researchers and wildlife observers. In another instance, a herd spent hours trying to lift a fallen elephant, working together in a desperate attempt to save their friend. These are not just instinctive responses. Understanding elephant mourning rituals isn't just fascinating, it's crucial. These rituals show us that emotion, memory, and connection are not exclusively human traits. We have so much more in common with elephants than we think. As we witness these profound moments of elephant grief, we're forced to confront our own relationship with nature. The next time you see an elephant, whether in a sanctuary or on a nature documentary, remember these funeral rituals. By understanding and respecting elephant mourning, we open ourselves to a broader perspective on life, death, and the connections that bind all living creatures. As we conclude this journey into the emotional world of elephants, let's carry with us a newfound appreciation for their complexity. If this moved you even a little, share it with someone who needs to see the depth of animal emotions. You won't believe this, but elephants hold funerals, real, emotional, almost human-like rituals. And once you see it, you'll never look at them the same. Hit the bell. This is one you won't want to miss. Subscribe for more stories that remind us how human animals really are. Picture this, a vast African savanna, the sun dipping low on the horizon. They linger, sometimes for days, standing vigil over the body of their departed family member.
Right.
It's as if they're struggling to come to terms with the loss, much like we do when we lose someone dear to us. A herd of elephants gathers around a fallen giant, their trunks gently caressing its still form. Researchers have documented this behavior across different elephant populations, from the dusty plains of Kenya to the lush forests of India. They'll use their trunks to cover the body with dirt, leaves, and branches. They work together almost ceremonially to cover their friend. It was a moment of such tenderness and care that it challenges our understanding of what animals are capable of feeling. It's not quite a human burial, but the intent seems clear. They're trying to protect and honor their fallen family member. Well, for starters, it confirms what we've long suspected. Elephants have incredible memories. That old saying about an elephant never forgetting, it's rooted in truth. They remember their family members, their migration routes, and even humans they've encountered, sometimes years later. They've been known to stop and investigate the bodies of dead rhinos, or even humans. In one heart-wrenching case, an elephant herd was observed grieving over a dog that had been their companion. They become quieter, their usual trumpeting replaced by low, mournful rumbles. Subscribe for more mind-blowing animal truths, and if this touched you, drop A in the comments. Let's honor them together. They stop foraging and playing, focusing all their attention on their fallen companion. It's eerily similar to how humans behave at a wake or funeral. It's not an isolated incident. It's a pattern that speaks volumes about elephant intelligence and emotional capacity. Some elephants who've witnessed the death of their family members or experienced trauma show signs of PTSD, much like humans do. They understand loss, they feel it deeply, and they express it in ways we can recognize. There was a case in Samburu, Kenya, where a baby elephant refused to leave its mother's side after she passed away. For hours, the calf stood there, gently touching its mother with its trunk, as if trying to wake her up. It's a scene that would move even the hardest of hearts. It's a scene that could break your heart, yet it's happening right now in the wild. Elephant funerals are not just a myth. They're a profound reality that scientists have observed time and time again. These magnificent creatures don't just walk away when one of their own dies. But how do we know this isn't just anthropomorphizing, projecting human emotions onto animals? Well, the evidence is compelling. Months later, when the herd passed by that spot again, they stopped. They stood silently, almost reverently, at the exact place where she had fallen. It was as if they were paying their respects, remembering their lost leader. When an elephant dies, the herd's behavior changes dramatically. Now let me share some stories that'll tug at your heartstrings. In another instance, a matriarch, the wise old lady who leads the herd, died of natural causes. But it gets even more incredible. Elephants have been observed attempting to bury their dead. In Botswana, a researcher witnessed a group of elephants delicately placing branches and leaves over the body of a deceased elephant. What does all this tell us about elephant intelligence and emotion? But it goes deeper than just memory. Elephants form bonds that last a lifetime. They experience joy, fear, and yes, deep grief. The fact that they engage in these mourning rituals is evidence of an emotional depth that's staggeringly close to our own. Perhaps most astonishing of all, there have been rare cases where elephants have mourned other species. They mourn like we do. They remember. They love. And that should change how we treat them, in the wild and captivity.
Did you know there's a goat out there that punches harder than Mike Tyson? These are mountain goats, and they don't mess around. When two of them get into a fight, they don't throw haymakers, they go straight for the noggin. And their headbutts can reach 1,500 psi. To put that into perspective, that's like getting hit in the face with a sledgehammer. These guys will literally run full speed at each other and slam their heads together until one of them backs down. And sometimes, just sometimes, one of them will get knocked off the cliff. I mean, it's not like they're trying to be mean or anything. It's just that this is how they settle their disputes. Now, I've always wanted to be a fly on the wall. When two male goats are settling a fight with headbutts, I think that would be an amazing thing to see. But yeah, these things are like the original tough guys. You know, they don't need to prove themselves by fighting a bunch of other animals. They'll fight each other, and they don't hold back. Also, they're kind of cute. Like, look at this little guy. Look at that little face. Just look at it. It's so cute. Oh my God. But don't let that fool you. They might look like a little goat, but they hit like a truck, and they have no problem using their horns as weapons. They'll stab, they'll gouge, they'll do anything to win the fight. I guess that's why they're called mountain goats. They're kind of like the Rocky Mountain goat. They're tough, they're strong, and they're not afraid to use their horns. So next time you see a mountain goat, don't be fooled by its cuteness. These things are wild animals, and they're not afraid to show you their power. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share our channel with your friend and family from us at Did You Know? We outsee you on the next one.
What if I told you elephants remember their lost loved ones, even years after they've passed away? This is the most human thing you'll ever see an animal do. Subscribe if you believe animals have souls. Imagine a herd of elephants silently trudging through the African savanna. Suddenly they stop. Their trunks gently caress a pile of sun-bleached bones. Their brains house a hippocampus, the part responsible for memory. That S, proportionally larger than a human S. This gives them an extraordinary capacity to store and recall information, even after decades have passed. That's not just a random pause. They revisiting the exact spot where a family member died years ago. In a Kenyan wildlife reserve, researchers noticed a peculiar pattern. These aren't creatures acting on mere instinct or reflex. Poaching continues to decimate elephant populations. Climate change destroys their habitats. Human expansion fragments their territories, cutting off ancient migratory routes. Every poached elephant leaves behind a grieving herd. Every calf born in captivity is robbed of the rich cultural heritage it would have inherited in the wild. We're not just killing individual elephants, we're erasing entire family histories, wiping out generations of accumulated knowledge and shared experiences. There's an ancient wisdom there, a depth of feeling we're only beginning to comprehend. These majestic creatures aren't just part of our world, they carry entire worlds within them, filled with memories, love, and loss. Elephants possess a level of emotional intelligence that rivals our own, and in some ways, perhaps even surpasses it. They feel joy, they feel pain, and most poignantly, they feel loss. Year after year, a particular herd would pause at the same spot along their migration route. They'd gather around, touching the ground with their trunks, standing in respectful silence. When we save an elephant, we're preserving not just a life, but a legacy. Let's ensure these magnificent creatures can continue to remember, to mourn, and to celebrate life for generations to come. The mystery was solved when the researchers learned that, years earlier, the herd's beloved matriarch had died at that very location. They weren't just passing by. They were remembering. By understanding and respecting their capacity for memory and grief, we can work towards a future where elephants roam free. Their family bonds intact, their memories stretching back through time unbroken. Studies have shown they can recognize family members they haven't seen in years, trumpeting with joy at reunions. This knowledge isn't just kept to themselves. It's passed down through generations, creating a rich tapestry of shared experiences and collective memory. This isn't just instinct, it's memory. Deep, emotional memory that defies our understanding of animal intelligence. For elephants, this isn't imagination, it's reality. Their grief runs deep, manifesting in behaviors that are hauntingly familiar to our own mourning rituals. Scientists have long been fascinated by the elephant's remarkable ability to remember. But it's not just about facts and figures. Elephants form intense emotional bonds within their herds. Picture missing someone for 10 years, still remembering exactly where they took their last breath. Let me share a true story that will touch your heart. This changes everything we thought we knew about animal consciousness. But this incredible ability comes at a devastating cost in our modern world. If elephants mourn their dead with such depth and longevity, imagine the trauma they endure when we tear them away from their families. The next time you see an elephant, whether in a zoo or on a nature documentary, look into its eyes. We have a responsibility to protect these gentle giants and the incredible emotional lives they lead. Remember, every elephant is more than just an individual. It's a living archive of experiences, keeper of generational knowledge.